Hi, 4 days left before the 6th Mediterranean Emergency Medicine Congress in Kos, Greece. Thank you for responding to our plea for audiovisual material. Today we will meet some of the participants and take a quick look at the scientific content of the meeting. First, let's see what people from all over the world have to say.
Wish you all at the meeting in Kos, the birthplace of medicine, to talk about the international aspects of emergency medicine the very best.
David Crippen is an intensivist who has also trained in emergency medicine. Besides medicine, David Crippen is also a full-blown rocker, playing in the all-doctors rock group, the Kos. David has served in Vietnam, where he had his first encounter with emergency medicine.
Good morning, everybody. It's really wonderful to be heading towards this exciting meeting on emergency medicine in Kos.
This will be a very special Mediterranean Congress. We've never had the chance yet to be in Greece, and not only are we in Greece, we're on the island of Kos, the birthplace of Hippocrates, the father of modern medicine.
Just 1 week. I look forward to see you all in Kos, the birthplace of Hippocrates. Have a safe trip there, and we will take another huge step in the development of the global emergency medicine knowledge base.
Let's start with some of the problems emergency medicine faces in the US and in Europe.
I think it continues that a lot of emergency medicine continues to be diverted into the tradition of pre-hospital care, and so they are really not compatible much with each other.
In the United States, we don't have a national health program or nationalized health insurance, and there are some individuals, many individuals actually, who don't have medical insurance or medical coverage from the state. And a lot of those people use the emergency department as their portal of entry into the medical care system.
I think that emergency medicine may very well fractionate again in the future.
So in the United States, we take care of a lot of patients with emergencies and a lot of patients who just have problems that office-based doctors ought to be taking care of.
We still have some countries where I would say the resistance is fairly tough, especially in Germany, where the specialities themselves own the right to create or not create a new specialty. A number of goals have been reached, but we still need a broad recognition of emergency medicine in all the European countries.
Air transfer is an integral part of emergency medicine. Well, there is a doctor who flies his own jet.
We have a number of jet aircraft available now at our disposal to be able to respond for medical care wherever it is needed. Now, with the new technology of ventilators, we're able to transport patients without the need for any compressed air, and where we're able to provide measurement of lung function and design of optimal ventilation automatically by a small portable transport ventilator called the T1, makes it possible now to provide 5-star ventilation with auto vent capability and weaning en route in the aircraft.
Scientific content of the Congress is very rich, and there is a wealth of important information to be shared.
There will be approximately 330 orally presented abstracts during work and current sessions, as well as several hundred poster abstracts for you to view while you're here at this meeting.
Let's see some of the abstracts and topics. Scott Weiner from Boston has studied single-operator ultrasound-guided IV placement by emergency nurses.
Our hypothesis was that the nurses who are the experts with placing the IVs already will be the better candidates to use the technology. We found that after finishing the study, that a couple of nurses are the experts for the ultrasound IV placement, and in fact the other nurses rely on them to use the technique. We decided to purchase this for our department a few years ago, and it's been nothing but a positive experience. I think this was a great technique. It's easy to teach, easy to learn, and this was a study that we did without funding, based on a medical student.
Marcus Ong from Singapore has studied how to reduce door-to-balloon times in ST elevation myocardial infarction requiring primary percutaneous coronary intervention. He did this by adopting a pre-hospital 12-leaf EKG transmission by Singapore's National Ambulance Service. The study received very significant attention in the local media.
这项心脏病人现在能够得到更加快速的救治，一项由中央医院发起的计划能够大大的缩短。
It is a well-known fact that time is muscle in acute MI. In Dr. Ong's study, when an acute MI was diagnosed, the cath lab was alerted and prepared. Results were compared to timing before the procedure was implemented.
It normally took about an average of 80 to 90 minutes for a patient, once they arrive at the hospital, to actually get the angiogram or the procedure done. After the implementation of the 12-lead ECG, we actually were able to halve that time.
There was a median of 37 minutes time gain, and the policy is now adapted nationwide in Singapore. There are many interesting courses, and the ultrasound course is one of them. We will be broadcasting much more during the conference.
We have about 8 courses that we're offering on the 10th and 11th, the first 2 days. And in that, there's our 2 ultrasound courses. There's a beginner and advanced course, which are both 2-day-long courses taught by extremely experienced and good faculty. And I'd urge anybody to sign up for that if they're interested.
There are also many interesting talks and topics.
And there are a number of barriers to knowledge translation and barriers to full implementation of evidence-based medicine. I'll be talking about some of these challenges and barriers during my talk about evidence-based medicine and knowledge translation on Wednesday morning, September 14th.
Finally, let's hear some interesting stories and cases.
The very first patient on the first day when I was being introduced to the emergency department was a very well-dressed man who was complaining of a bug in his ear. So I said, okay. So I put an otoscope in his ear, looked around, there was nothing in his ear. So I told him, I said, I'm sorry, there isn't anything in your ear. And this quickly escalated to a total psychotic break in which the man got tons of haloperidol and was carried out basically in a straitjacket, completely insane. And so I thought to myself, this is my first experience in emergency medicine.
One of the most exciting things that I saw recently was the transporting of a patient who apparently could not be weaned from one intensive care unit to another, and en route on the flight we managed to wean the patient and have him sitting up awake off the ventilator, extubated during the flight.
For more, please watch the daily broadcast of the 6th Mediterranean Emergency Medicine Congress from Kos, Greece.
This is the land of Hippocrates, where it all began. We wish you a great success for the meeting and a great time for you.
Good luck for the meeting in Kos.
Stay tuned.